Right, hi there. I just thought I would come and show you while I'm doing it. Right. Right, hi there. I just thought I would come in and show you while I'm doing this, what I'm doing. Right, I've took the headband off. I've got it on my hair. I was looking for the other one. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on here. Put another piece of black felt on it because that's the one that held it on before, and if I pull that off it will rip it. But I'm going to wait till after I've built it because I don't want to be working on it, you know, like that. So I've got this on it. Now it's got this piece of ribbon here, but it's it's quite high up and it's not stuck or anything, so I'm going to put another piece of ribbon on the top. And it is just plain black, that ribbon. So I've got this ribbon here. Again, this is ribbon I had my stash. I bought it a while ago. I'm sure this one came from Michael's. It was either Michael's or Walmart, I'm not rightly sure. And all I done was I threaded it through the buckle that's on the hat. I'm going to take it right to the back and I'm going to lose my scissors again. I'm going to make it the same length of the ribbon that's on the hat already. Okay, so I'm just going to a wee bob of glue on that one. I'm going to stick that piece there. And I want it in the middle of the black ribbon. So I'm going to keep it in the middle. And then I'm just going to bring that one round and stick it there. We'll join it there. Okay, give that glue a wee second to harden and set off. And then I'll cut off this extra. Righty-ho. Our glue stick's not, our glue gun's not a nuisance with our wire. This one my nerves. Right, another wee stick in. Right, the other thing with this one is this hat bends backwards and I don't like the backwards bend. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to nip it at the top here. And I'm going to bend it that way, but I don't want it proper down like that. I just want it sticking like that. So I'm going to stick a wee blob of glue at the top, almost at the top here. And I'm going to pull that over, but I don't want it all the way down. I'm going to squeeze it just so it's got a good squash, but I want it just to be like that at the top. Okay, so I'm just going to hold that and make sure that it grabs. There we go. Right, and that's grabbed. Now, I don't know if you can see this ribbon, it keeps pulling away up and moving away to the top, so I'm just going to secure it down at the bottom, at the front first, and then I'm going to go to the sides. Okay, so I'm going to put a wee bit of glue there, and I'm going to put the black ribbon over it, and again just hold it a wee second just so it grabs. And then I'm going to do the same here at the sides, just to give it a wee bit of purchase, to stop it moving and moving around. Oh, stick the black one and then I'll stick the orange one to it. Actually, I think I want to move that black one down a wee bit. Right, and I think I'm going to leave it like that. I don't think I'll stick the other side. It doesn't really need it. Okay. Right, while I was looking for things to stick to my hat, I remember I had this wee pumpkin, remember the other week there I had them. And I screwed up a piece of wire and I put the pumpkin on the top and I said you could do that. Well, I'm going to put a pumpkin on my hat. And I'm going to keep it, I'm going to lift this up like this because as you can see here, this is the front, this is the back, and this is my two sides. So I'm going to keep it slightly to the front of the side there, and I'm going to glue it onto the hat. Glue gun, wee glue stick in here. Oops. Then you get a blob of glue. Right, I'm going to put a decent blob on it and I'm going to put it towards the front there. And as you can see there, I have put a bat on it. I've already stuck a bat onto it. So there we are. Move that ribbon out the way because I've used that. Okay, next thing is the bat that I used. This is some of the bats here. All I did was cut them out with my Gemini. I have another piece of this florist wire here. All I did was bend it, but not in half. I've got a long side and a shorter side. Okay, and all I'm doing is running it through my fingers for it to bend like that. Right, and I'm going to put some bats on it. And I cut out bats. I was going to do them double-sided, but then I thought that was a bit of a waste of a good bat, you know. So I'm going to have this glued into the side of my band here. Okay, and I'm going to have the bats coming off it. So I think what I'm going to do is glue this on first, so that I know where to position my bats. So hopefully you can see that there. I'm going down the side of my hat and I'm putting it in the inside so that hopefully you'll not see too much of the glue. And then I'm going to stick that wire down in there. Oh yeah, burn it. And I'm going to hold it till it sets a wee bit. Take it off my finger. And I've got wee silicone grip finger things there, but if you can't feel it, it's not working. Okay, and as you can probably see from the top angle, I've put this towards the back. Right, that was a big blob of glue, so it's taking a wee while to set. And don't worry about glue at the sides because I'm going to cover all that. But I've got my wires at the back here. So now I'm going to just put a wee blob of glue on, okay, because I don't want hundreds. I want it to dry fairly quickly. And I'm going to put it onto the wire. See that? And then I've got a wee triangle of foam that the bats are made of to go on the back of it. And once that's set, I will cut the extra foam off from the front. You'll not see it. Okay, I didn't want to waste the wee foam bats. I know that's a bit miserable, but hey ho, maybe I am. And I'm going to do the same again at this side. Just a kind of wee blob of glue. I'm going to put the bat on at the end. And then I'm going to stick another foam piece on the back. And as I said, all these wee bits of glue, they'll all come off. Now this one here is set, so I'm going to just trim off the bits you can see from the front. And it's still well attached at the back. Yeah, see that? Take off these wee bits of glue. If you get glue on, don't stress about it because if it doesn't come off, you just get a black marker on it, cover it up. So don't overly worry about it. Right, there we go. That's another one. So from the front, the heart looks a bit like that. And you can angle them and turn them and put them whatever way you want. I'm going to keep that one quite tall and bend that one over. And I think I might put another back going another way on that one. But I need a wee scrap piece of foam. Just to cover the wire. And as I say, I could have used a bat, but I didn't want to use another full bat. Wee dot of glue. And, oh, that's quite a big dot of glue. I'll maybe take some of that off. Oh, it'll be alright. Right, and I'm going to angle that going a different direction. Then I'm going to get my foam. I'm going to stick it on there, and then I'm going to burn my finger like that. Yeah. I don't need to cut anything off the front of that one. So that's 3 bats, and that's good fishing, I think. Oh, I've not even stuck my wee bat on at the top of the pumpkin. Crazy. Right, wee bat. I'm going to take a bit of that glue off too. That glue's coming out quite quick today. Right, that's a load of that glue off, and then I'm going to stick that bat onto the top of that pumpkin. Alrighty. Now, you can see a wee piece of glue down there, and I'm not wanting that glue. So I think I might have a spider. And I might put a spider there like that. Do I want some spider web? Look, let me see. Got some lovely big bells as well. Right, I could have stuck a bell on, so let me see, I might put a bell on actually. If I hadn't put that pumpkin there, I could have put that bell at that side. But I could still put the bell on at that side, I'm sure. Let me see, will that look too much? That might be okay, even if it's a spider on the top or to the side or something. Right, I'm going to leave that just now because I'm not sure about that. So I'm going to put a wee spot of glue here, just where that other wee bit of glue is down the bottom. There, and I'm going to put this wee spider on. Okay, and that just covers up that glue there at the bottom. Yeah. And everything doesn't need to be flat. You can put it on at an angle or a bit of an angle or whatever. I'm going to take that big pumpkin off there. And I'm going to stick the bell onto it. So I'm going to try this in my mat first to see if that will stick with that glue, because I might use my 6000 on it. and see. And I do have these clips here. Remember these clips that everybody was grabbing a couple of years ago? The hair clips. But that's more of a skeleton thing. That's not really a witch thing. I would have thought I could put that on my hair. I think that might weigh it down because there's a wee bit of weight to it. So let me see. Yeah, the hot glue's sticking alright. So I'll put this blob of glue here. Like that. And then I'm going to put that on it. I'm going to tilt it back. No, tilt it forward because it's on my head. So there, I'm going to leave that there like that. Okay. And then I might put a bat on that one. Or a spider. A little spider. I think. Yeah, my wee spider. I'm going to put some on his legs just because it'll grip better on his legs. And then if you can see there, I'm putting it slightly to the front of the pumpkin, but it covers the wee bell grip at the top. And it still moves. Okay. Then remember the wee colourful spiders that I had? Remember the ones that I hauled? I have some here. I'll put a couple of these on. I like these wee purpley ones, they're lovely. I might put a wee kind of purpley one up the top there. I'll put it right in that point there actually, I think. Be quite effective there. See? And then I'll put a silvery one maybe there. I'll put one on the back to give it a wee bit of interest at the back as well. And I've just noticed I've got some of this stuff, so let me have a look at some of this. I'm just folding it over and then I'm going to try and cut it in half, and then I'm going to pull it round underneath this. Right, and I've got loads of it here, it's sticking all over the shop, but I'm going to gather it. I'm going to put it round the back of the pumpkin. And now that I know where I want it to go round the back of the pumpkin, I might not even need to I'll put a wee spot of glue, but I might not have needed to because there is glue in the back there, and I might just have needed to heat it up. But there, that gives it a wee bit of a bit of interest at the front there like that. And I'll do the same at the back. Just a couple of wee strands. It's all it needs, because this stuff picks up the light. And that will just catch people's eye. And as I say, this was just things I had lying about here. And probably a lot of yous have got it all hanging around. Or similar things that you could use. Right, did you see what I done there? I just folded it in half. I've stuck it up underneath the orange ribbon, because I'm going to hide it in there with the glue. Just going to pull through all these wee ends. Okay, like so. And then I'm going to stick a wee blob of glue, and it is just going to be a wee blob of glue just down in the back there, just to hold it all together. And I'm going to use my pick, sorry, just to hold these wee strands into, just to the catch. And that'll give me a wee bit of interest here at the back. Yeah. There we go, it's looking quite good. I'm going to bend you up a wee bit actually. See that? It's looking okay. And I'm sure you can get these hats in the pound shop. Almost positive you can. As I said, I think that was $1.99 that one was. And it was an excess stock, if any of you have got an excess stock near you or a similar. Right, that's it. I don't need anything else on it. So, and remember I said I'm going to put this on. That's going to go back on. I'm going to put it, it might go through there actually, it might not. But I've got more felt there, so I'll put another piece of felt on. And I'm not going to sit it bang on the top of the hat. You know, it's not going to go right on the round bit of the hat. I'm going to move it to the side. So I'm going to put the headband on, and then I'm going to move the hat and see what side I like it sitting to the best. And I think my hair goes that way, so I'm going to sit it to that side. See that? I'm going to sit it more to that side than that side, because I put my hair up at that side. So there you go, folks. If you like that, give it a wee go. You don't need to use the same things that I've used on mine's. You can use whatever you've got lying around. Remember, you can get loads of these wee things in, like children's gifts, you know, in the pound shop. And you can get wee tiny spiders in the pound shop as well. I've also got these great big ones that I got from Home Bargains, sorry. But I think that might just be too much. I do have orange ones, but I think that might just be too much to put that on. So there you go, that's my make for today. If you like this wee video, please give me a like and subscribe. Tell your friends where I am. Share the love, and we'll catch you all again the next time. Bye.